Do you believe in astrology? Have you ever wondered how those planets, from such a great distance, can actually affect our lives? Some people call it superstition. Others call it science. Let's try to understand it step by step through both science and spirituality. According to Newton's first law of motion, a body remains in inertia, either at rest or in uniform motion, until some external force is applied. The same law applies to us humans. We also remain in inertia until some force acts upon us. The difference is that for humans, this force can be internal, spiritual, emotional, fearful, or even habitual. That is why sometimes we are forced towards a certain work, sometimes towards studies, sometimes towards action, and our whole life keeps moving on, under such invisible forces. But now the question arises, who creates this force? According to spirituality, this force is karmic. It is generated by our past lives' karmic data, our stored actions, our collected karmas that the soul carries from lifetime to lifetime. According to this karmic data, we take birth on a specific date, at a specific time, in a specific place. And that exact time and place correspond to a unique position of planets and constellations. This becomes the blueprint of our karmic journey. Still, you may ask, how can these planets, sitting millions of kilometers away, affect us? The answer is, through mathematics. According to the Vedas, mathematics is the language of the universe, and we see this language everywhere in nature. Look at the Fibonacci sequence, appearing in flowers, shells, and galaxies. Look at the golden ratio, appearing in the human body, in plants, even in ancient architecture. Nature works in patterns, not in randomness. In the same way, your birth in a particular family, in a particular environment, to particular parents, is not random at all. You take birth there because your karmic data equation mathematically satisfies those exact conditions. Let's understand this with mathematics. Suppose your previous karmic data is saved as a mathematical function. Now let me explain this equation in simple words. Here the constant value, C, represents the conditions you already receive when you take birth, your parents, relatives, financial background, and environment. The other terms of the function represent your stored karmic data, unfolding with time. As this function unfolds with time, it can be imagined like a graph. The line of your life keeps moving, sometimes up, sometimes down. The meeting of a person with another person can be represented by the meeting of two lines in the graph. The ups and downs in this graph represent the challenges and joys of life. Sometimes your line rises high with happiness and success. Sometimes it falls with pain and struggle. And just like we can study mathematical graphs with the help of mathematics and teachers, in the same way, our karmic graph can be studied by observing the planets and constellations through the principles of astrology. But remember, the graph I just described is only for representation. The real karmic graph is far more complex and multidimensional, with many variables interacting together. From the view of spirituality, these planets are not just celestial bodies, but teachers. Each planet teaches us different lessons. The sun teaches about ego and vitality, the moon about emotions and the mind, Saturn about discipline and patience, Jupiter about wisdom and spirituality. They guide us, they challenge us, and they shape us according to the karmic data we carry. A spiritual person also has to go through these karmas, but the difference is, by uniting with the Supreme Consciousness, by remembering God, he can remain unaffected by the ups and downs of life. His karmic graph may rise and fall like everyone else's, but inwardly, he remains steady and free.